Okay, we're still converting rectangular and polar equations to the different form. This time, if you'll notice, we've got a circle. We've got a version of x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. It just has been shifted. So the center of the circle would be at +1, -2. So +1, -2. And then the radius would be a square root of 5. So not a very big radius. All right. But remember, x is equal to r cosine, y is equal to r sine. Some people will instruct you to right away change this x to r cosine and change the y to r sine. But because I tend to like to keep things as simple as possible, I recommend expanding the binomial first. So x subtract 1, that expression squared, you get x squared subtract 2x plus 1. And the expression y plus 2 squared is y squared plus 4y plus 4. And then when we simplify that, well, look at what we have. This +1 and that +4 add to 5. So the 5's cancel, leaving a 0. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these two on one side, because remember, x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. And at the very end, we want the equation to say r is equal. So I'm going to add the 2x and subtract the 4y to both sides. And now I can convert all of the x's to r cosine theta and the y's to r sine theta. And the x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. So let's see, we want to get r by itself. So if right here I divide everything by r, that cancels, and that cancels to just r. Hold on. Yes, I do want to do that. I almost started working backwards. Almost started converting it back to x's. All right, so now what we have is r is equal to 2 cosine theta, subtract 4 cosine theta, and you're finished. Let's try going the other direction. So again, remember that, well, that's not very helpful. So because I know that r cosine theta is equal to x, and we want to convert things to x and y, all I did was multiplied both sides by r and then did the distribute to here and distribute to here. So I have r squared is equal to 2r cosine theta, subtract 2r sine theta, and I can now start converting r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared to r cosine theta equals 2x, subtract 2y. Now I need to convert this back, so I need all of the x's and y's to the same side. So I'm going to subtract a 2x both sides and add a 2y both sides. So that's what I did here. So x squared subtract 2x. Now remember, back in doing conics, we're going to complete the square. So half of -2 is -1. -1 squared is +1. And same thing here. Oh, and I needed to add the +1 there, because I added a 1 here, I added a 1 here, so I have to add 1 both places. Now this is a perfect square trinomial, and we can rewrite it as a binomial squared. Same with this. Except for this is 2 right here. All right, so now we have a circle whose radius is the square root of 2 and whose center is at 1, -1. All right, that's it for this one.